Hello everybody, Angie here. I'm coming on with just a quick short video for you guys. I just completed a travel journal that I made, and I wanted to share that with you and do a quick flip through. It won't keep you long. I'm really pleased with the way that it came out. I've got it right here. It is a standard 6x9 size journal, 2-inch spine with 2 signatures. When I started on this, I've really been wanting to do a travel journal for some time. I've had this cloth since last year. I was going to make one, never got around to it. And as I was going through my fabrics, for some reason these two fabrics just spoke to me. So I wanted to combine the two. So in doing so, I did a 2 fabric outside journal cover. I did the spine one and the outside of the front and back covers in the other. And I think that came out really nice. First time I had done that. And then I lined the inside of the front and back with some paper. Okay, so as I was saying, 6x9, 2-inch spine, 2 signature. I just adorned the front with a little bit of the fabric. I rolled some matte page up and layered that with a word journal. I used a feather fussy cut and kind of made it to look like a quill pin. And then just did a little dangle with another feather and a little, I don't know what you call these little vellum discs right there. And just did corner protectors on the front and the back. Okay, let's get into this. I would say for the most part, it's kind of a masculine journal. It wasn't my original intent. I was just kind of going with the flow, and this is what I ended up with, but I really like it. I did stitching on every single page. I used majority of map digitals and some scrapbooking paper and a little bit of like vellum and graph paper. But for the most part, it's digitals that I could just fold in half. And I used a few random 12x12 sheets that I had. Okay, so this one here was a 12x12. I just cut it down. I lined the front and the back and the inner spine area, and I purposely left some of that fabric to show because I really liked that. Okay, this first page was cut down from a 12x12 piece of paper. I used a lot of die cuts in this journal as well. I got a few new ones and I just wanted to play, so I started cutting some out, and this is what evolved. Okay, so this, as I was saying, was a cut down of a 12x12. I did a little interactive flip out page there. Couple pockets with some foreign money journal spots, and they're lined on the back for writing. And there's a lot of room for writing on these, or you could put pictures in here, whatever you do, you know, like for when you go on your vacation, you might have receipts, you know, pictures, things like that that you want to save and attach to a journal. So there's a lot of space for that. Okay, so I just did a couple pockets, couple little elements there, and that's just a cute little flip out page. And I made the pages different, you know, I did alternated a couple pages there, and then on the other side I think I alternated the other side. Okay, here just a little die, and I put some MAC page behind it, make it look like a negative. I used a silhouette guy here along with a chipboard piece of luggage, and just layered a couple tabs, labels there. This page here, I loved the color, but it was too plain. So I took a die, cut it out, and behind it, I laid a piece of vellum. And I really liked that frosted look against that black. That looked really nice. And just to accent that a little bit, add a little something extra, I brought in a couple dies of some cutout numbers. And then just a chipboard piece, stamp piece. Here I just used some coffee dyed paper, just a couple little writing spots, and a description label, and it says discover. Left that one blank, brought in a piece of graph paper, matte paper. I used another description label, it says visit, fussy cut out a luggage element, wrote put down a little small piece for writing spot there, and just layered a couple little scrap pieces that I had. Got some of that stamp paper from the inside and outside cover, ticket, and a little piece of cheesecloth. And then this here was a little piece of scrap matte page. I just cut a circle and cut it in half and used a portion of that. Excuse me, left that blank. Isn't that pretty? And this digital kit I felt was appropriate because it's got a lot of postage stamps and letters and things like that from travels and such. So I thought that was really appropriate. And they were so pretty, a lot of them I just wanted to leave blank. Put some pictures on there, whatever you want to do. This one here is another piece of that 12 by 12. I had to do like a Franken paper. It wasn't quite the size that I needed. As you can see, I had torn a piece off of it some time ago, so I had to add to it to make it the right size. And I, again, stitched all the way around it. Here was another stamp element that I had, and I put it down as like a belly band. It can hold something. You can put a notepad in there, like I got one right here. Like you could take a notepad and put it in there like that. Okay, just a little lace doily, a paper doily. More matte page digital. Another digital. I just used a fussy cut a clock element and put a little paper doily behind that. This page I really like. I love the colors, the way they blend together on this page. But here I just brought in a vinyl sticker of a little leaf element. And then here I brought in another digital and I made another little interactive page to flip out, and you've got plenty of room for writing there. Put pictures on there, whatever you want to do, and a big writing spot there. I thought the colors were just really pretty on that page. Okay, here, more another page from the 12 by 12 that I cut down, and this is a 3-inch belly band from cutting it down. So I reversed 2 of the pages, kind of combined them, sewed them together, and made a nice big belly band for this page. And there's just another journaling card there. But on this one, I decided to add a little pocket right there, and then just put a little sticker there and layered a few pieces there. Here I've got a vellum. This is just that lovely digital that I used. It's got a little vintage look going to it. Another one of those. I just brought in a couple of those black die cut numbers from the earlier page. On here, I was trying to upcycle and repurpose as much as I could, and I had a couple bags. So this is a large or a medium-sized lunch bag. I cut that down, used the bottom portion, made a little tuck spot out of that, and I glued down another piece of digital and brought in a piece of stitching to the top to reinforce that top. And this can hold tickets, receipts, postcards, whatever you want to do. And then again, a little tuck spot there with a couple writing spots. A little piece of coffee dyed paper that's been stitched around for writing, as well as another little card for writing there. And then another one of those description labels, and this one is for wonder. Okay, left that one blank. Another piece of vellum. I love this page. I just thought it looked really woodsy. So I brought in a deer. Quite often when we're traveling, we run into wild animals, and we see wild animals all over, don't we? So I brought that in. Just used a couple pieces of scraps that I had throughout the book. A little piece of that fabric with a stopwatch. And this is just a puffy sticker from Dollar Tree that I had. Okay, left that blank. Again, could put pictures, whatever you want to do there. Doily. This is the other half of that 12 by 12 paper that I spoke about that wasn't quite long enough, that I had to do like Franken paper out of. I had to combine some other pieces to make it the right size. Brought another one into my silhouette gentleman's in there. And just another stopwatch. And I put down a postcard, digital, for writing. Because you can't really write on this color because it's too dark. So I laid down an actual blank postcard for a journal spot. So I thought that was nice. Okay, this page here. To bring out some of the blues in there, I had a new globe die that I had been dyeing use. So I die cut one of those out. I piece of scrap paper, and then I just rubbed some darker blue in a few spots just to accent, because it was going to go on this page to kind of bring that a little bit more to life. And again, I laid a piece of vellum underneath to kind of give it that frosted look, and I really like that look. And you'll see that come into play more throughout the journal because I really enjoyed that. Okay, here's another brown paper bag, and I did it like this, tucked in a few goodies there, used a piece of the striped fabric for a pull tab, and just decorated it with some digital paper. That was nice. This here, another piece of the 12 by 12 paper that was cut down. So this is 3 inches in width here, and I just did it as like a little interactive page there. And brought in a piece of lace, used another stopwatch as a closure, kind of, so to speak, to hold that flap down. And a little writing spot there. You can just write there. I just tucked that paper doily behind, so you have a little spot to write. Stick a picture on there. That would be really nice. Okay, this page here, this was just a piece of leftover, and it was a good size, so I just left it intact. Put it in with a paper clip for a writing spot right there. This here is from a digital that I had. It had some little mini pockets, so I just fussy cut those out and put those down. Toss in some receipts, whatever, little small pictures, whatever you got there. And that is the end of the first signature. Second signature, a little piece of scrap that I had. I just made a little journal spot, brought in another one of my silhouette guys, and another description label of passport. And I like that because it's got the globes on there as well, and you'll see I used the globe die a few times throughout here, this journal. Okay, left that blank. I thought that was really pretty. I just brought in another description label for place. This one here is another 12 by 12 piece of paper. Rather than cut it down, what I did this time is I just folded it over and made a little uptuck. Okay, so you got an uptuck pocket there, which has a postcard telegram, and just brought in a piece of that fabric right there. So we got a little journal spot there, brought in a little, guess that's like a receipt right up there, and just put a little dangle here with an anchor. Since this page has a lot of the ocean and this is a cruise line, I just put an anchor there. This page here is 2 digitals combined, this back digital, and then this was a digital as well. I fussy cut out that lighthouse image and layered that over the top, and I thought that was nice. I was gonna leave it for a pocket, but we've got this big tuck spot, upper tuck here. I didn't think it was necessary on that page. Okay, for this page here, a little bit of that brown paper bag. I made a couple double pocket here, stitched all the way around, used some more of that fabric with a little label, brought in this little chipboard piece, another piece of fabric, and I dangled a key on the end of that to keep that, help that stay down, and then another little postcard gets tucked in there for a journal spot. So I thought that was nice. Okay, left that blank, just a couple little labels. I minimized a little postcard and put a little postcard there. This is another suitcase digital that I had. I fussy cut that out, put it down as a nice big pocket, just like that. And I brought in a postcard for a journal spot. That sits right behind. And then another description label for vacation. Vellum page. This one here, I left alone, just brought in an extra stamp, laid that over right there. I thought that was pretty. Okay, this is one of my favorite pages here. I brought in that globe die again. I fussy cut it. I die cut it, I'm sorry, out of some blue paper. I laid some matte page behind it. Okay, and I made 2. And then I put it on this page with a couple brads. And when you, interactive page, when you flip those up, you've got a hidden writing spot right there. And you just bring those back down. Isn't that nice? I really like that. Just a couple of hidden writing spots right there with a little interactive piece. Another paper doily, another negative die strip, and again, I've just laid some matte page behind it. And I used like blue to kind of complement a little bit of blue that was on this side. Okay, just left that. This one here, middle of the signature, rather than cut those ends off, I thought the colors on that page were so pretty, I just folded them over and glued them down. I was going to leave it open for little side tucks, but again, changed my mind. Brought in a couple of my silhouette guys, put one on each corner, and a description label for Journey. And I just love the colors on that. I just left that. Made a nice big writing spot page here with some coffee dyed paper, stitched all the way around it, and did some fabric corners on all 4 corners there. And I was just trying to use up the little pieces that I had left over. Okay, left that blank. I thought that was really yummy looking. Again, this is a piece of 12 by 12 paper that was not long enough. Again, if you can see right here, it's kind of torn off. So I had combined 2 pieces to make it the right size. Kind of Franken paper again. Brought in that globe again, except I die cut it in black this time. Put some vellum underneath it. And again, another interactive hidden writing space right there. And I just love that. Very fun. Another one of my silhouette gentlemen with a chipboard piece of luggage. Another description label for destination. This one here, I had one of those little mini digital pockets left over from that previous page, so I brought that over to this page and just threw in a little ticket there. Vellum. This page here, another piece of that luggage digital that I had. I put that down as a belly band, so that goes all the way. And to complement the color, I brought in I wanted a little bit of blue, brought in a stamp. I had a little chipboard floral element. I cut it in half and reversed each side there, and just put down a ticket right there. And this had a little blue on it. It was something I had stamped. It was already done, so I just tucked that right in there. So I thought that blue went really well together, and put a little seashell right there. I thought that was nice. Nice and bright page. This one here, again, another die that I really like. It's new, and it's in a circle. So I cut one of those out, and then cut it in half, put some matte page behind it, and then brought the other half over here to this lower corner here. Put matte page behind it, and I thought that was really fun. Nice big space for writing, put some pictures, whatever you want to do. This page here, it was kind of gray and dark, so what I wanted to do for that, I just brought in some smaller pieces from that previous page of that postcard that I told you I minimized the size, and I just layered some postcards down, some receipts, a little stamp, and a little tourist, I don't know what that is, kind of like a journal card, but I just did a little collage of all those together. Brought in some gears because this back page is kind of like a steampunked page. So to kind of bring that out a little bit, I put a few gears down and another description label for path. And again, you can write on this, do whatever you want there. Another matte page. This is the other half of that previous page that had been folded down and made an up tuck. Did the exact same thing, brought in a blank postcard, and that's right there. Brought in another piece of that vinyl sticker of those leaves. Put a wooden key piece, another number, and then another key. And just trying to pull out some of the colors throughout that page is all I did there. Okay. This one here, again, did a little strip piece here of some pieces that were left over. Stitched over that and put that down. This here is a little piece of this page that was left over. Put that down and made a envelope writing spot there. And that just closes up and tucks in. And then just a little stamped fabric piece that I had in my arsenal. Put that down. Nice big piece for journaling or put pictures, whatever you want to do. And this is the back page. Again, exposing that second fabric so you can see it. I think that came out really, really nice. And that, my friends, is it. So, that is my project for this week. Finally got that done. I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through. Let me know what you think. And I will see you soon on the next project, okay? As always, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.